So, continuing our Actizard saga. I love that word, saga.
One of the most retarded sagas.
Right? Activision Blizzard is getting sued by the U.S. Justice Department for suppressing esport wages. And now we need to wait. You guys are getting paid, meme?
That's where we need it.
That would have been perfect for it.
Yeah.
So, since this came out, there has been allegedly the Justice Department.
Oh my God, VGC is time traveling.
Right?
Look at that line right there. 1st of May, 2023.
I think they meant April. They time traveled.
Yeah.
So, allegedly, the Justice Department has agreed to a settlement with Activision over this, but a civil lawsuit was filed where the U.S. Justice Department claimed rules imposed by Activision Blizzard have limited competition for players in Overwatch and Call of Duty professional esports leagues and suppressed players' wages. It accused Actizard and the independently owned teams in esport leagues of implementing a competitive balance tax designed to penalize teams if players' compensation exceeds a threshold set by the game maker. So it's like a cap in sports.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know, they're saying that they can't have the cap. That's kind of dumb if you ask me. So basically what they're saying is if you break the cap, you have to pay more to play. And I'm okay with that.
Wait a minute. If someone makes more...
Okay, so basically what they're saying is you have 5 players on your team.
Yeah.
Between the 5 players, you cannot make more than $100,000 a year between the 5 players. Like the teams cannot be paying their players more than $20,000 a player.
Why?
Because then Mark Cuban comes in and goes, okay, I want you because you're the best player. I want you because you're the best player. And I want you because you're the best player. And he takes the 5 best players. And, you know, at first the players are like, well, you know, we're loyal to our teams. And he goes, I'll pay you each $1 million a year. So now the 5 best players in the world play for Mark Cuban because he can just pay them $5 million a year.
So it's a meritocracy. The better players make more.
To keep things fair, they're saying that there should be a cap on teams.
Maybe the other players should play better.
I understand where you're coming from. I do.
Look, you have to come at it from, here's my look on it.
A capitalist look.
It's not even just a capitalist look. I work in a shop where, in my line, the worker gets the money.
No. And I get exactly what you're saying. But what I'm saying is, so they say that each team can only, you know, pay their players, you know, $1 million a year.
I don't know. No, that is
so
not
that
the
the
right
best
way to go
player,
about
you know, the best player that's wants $500,000 a year gets paid that, but then the rest of the team isn't as good. So it's competitive balance. Otherwise, you're just going to have the same team winning year in and year out, and then it just gets boring, and then esports as a whole collapses because nobody's going to watch it because, oh, hey, look, Mark Cuban's team won again. Oh, hey, look, Mark Cuban's team won again. Oh, look, oh, hey, look, this is the Mark Cuban series because, yeah.
There has to be a better way to go about it than capping the players.
Every professional sports does it.
Performance incentives, maybe?
I mean, I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're going to put a cap on the players, you have to implement some type of performance incentive.
Just pay them behind the scenes. Just pay them behind the scenes.
That's probably how they're going to go about it. Yeah. Because otherwise, what incentive does a player have to stay with a certain team?
No, I get it. I agree. Sure.
Do you want a piece?
Yeah. No, I mean, I get it.
There's been a lot going on that I want to smoke, but I can't.
Yeah. You and me both, bud. You and me both.
Yeah.
So, allegedly, this settlement. Let me read here a little bit. When we launched, we wanted to create viable opportunities requiring minimum salaries and mandatory benefits as part of player contracts. As a league, we also wanted our products to be competitive, so we carefully designed and implemented the competitive balance tax. We've always believed and still believe the competitive balance tax was lawful, and it did not have an adverse impact on players' salary. The tax was never levied, and the leagues voluntarily dropped it from our rules in 2021. We remain committed to a player ecosystem with fair pay and health care, and continue to have the least restrictive player mobility compensation system across all of the major sports leagues.
Video games and esports are among the most popular and fastest growing forms of entertainment in the world today. Like all workers, deserve the benefits of competition. What is going on with my mouse?
They changed it.
I'm just going to quit moving it. Activision's conduct prevented that from happening, said Cantor, an assistant attorney general of the JD Antitrust Division. Who cares? Is this really even going to amount to anything?
So basically,
how big is esports really?
Globally?
I don't see much.
I do.
Yeah.
There's always, like, if you go on Twitch, there's also always a esports tournament. I mean, look at Panda.
Being ruled that pretty much they only hold...
Running the monopoly of Smash tournaments.
Smash tournament. Dude, we still got to do that bit.
Yeah, we do.
I just got to find a Panda outfit.
So... I'm okay with, them coming out and saying, well, players have to make a minimum. There has to be a league minimum.
Yeah.
So that some players aren't getting screwed, so that other players can make big bank. And I'm okay with the cap.
Okay.
Now, my thing on it is, like you said, performance-based incentives. So let's say you have 2 really shitty players. Now your cap goes up so you can pick up 1 good player. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So like, with it being a competitive tax, you can go out and you could, like, come up with, like, with the team's average score. So this team's a 6.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a $500,000 cap. This team's a 9. Because all their players are pretty decent, they have a $300,000. You know what I mean? So that it, like, just tries to equal out the teams a little bit. You still have your big name players on there, but
yeah, I don't follow sports. I don't care for sports, whether it's esports or a group of roided out men that show the same level of enthusiasm to chase a ball as my dog.
Oh boy,
there goes the ball. No, there goes the ball. There goes the ball. I know. A lot of people in Pittsburgh are going to be mad about that.
Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments down below or off to the side, depending on what platform you are. Like, subscribe, share, and follow, and let us know how we're doing.